Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the latest video taking a look at all the transfer window activity from Barcelona over the past 7 days. FC Barcelona made a big splash recently as they secured the signing of Memphis Depay, and I'm going to be talking about that, including why I think it was a great bit of business. Then I'll also be talking about a few exits that we could expect to see over the coming weeks, as some fringe players are set to be shipped out, one of them for potentially decent money too. Now, before I go any further with this video, if you feel that you enjoy what you're seeing, and also if you're new here, please do leave us a like, hit the subscribe button, and it would be awesome if you could leave a comment just letting me know where you're watching from. That'll be pretty great. Alright then, we'll first start by looking at what has been a much anticipated signing for FC Barcelona, especially if you're on a comment. And no, it's not Messi signing a new deal. It is of course the signing of Memphis Depay on a free from Lyon. Barcelona officially announced the signing of Depay on Saturday of last week. Depay signed an agreement to join Barcelona once his contract with Lyon expires on the 31st of June. Barca further revealed that the contract Memphis has been offered is one that expires in June of 2023. So then, what are my thoughts on the Depay transfer? Well, I'll get right into what I feel are the pros of this deal, and first and foremost, I have to say, Barcelona have signed a big player in his prime. It's been a while since Barca last signed a big name player who was performing at the peak of his powers. The signings of Luis Suarez and Ivan Rakitic are probably the last time that Barcelona did that. Or maybe, if you want to stretch, you could say Griezmann too. Although I feel like he wasn't signed after the season of his life, which is basically the case here with Memphis. And because of that, I have to say that it is a major thumbs up on the finances, or if you'd rather, the economics of the deal. Barcelona just secured the signature of a man who managed to grab 36 league goals and assists for absolutely no money. They negotiated a 2-year contract, so they have leeway to cut ties early should Memphis fail to perform well, which I doubt it would, especially with Coman being at the helm. The other upside to this deal is that unlike his time in Manchester, Memphis arrives at Barcelona at a very good age. He's 27 years old now, as opposed to when he was 22, 21 at United. He has a much more level head on his shoulders now. His time in France has seen him really grow and mature, as he had a role as one of the leaders on the pitch and in the dressing room at Lyon. So there's also the fact that he's eager to play for Barca and to work with Coman, so motivation is unlikely to be a problem. But as I have said before in the past, there are no perfect deals, and as such, I will acknowledge the fact that there could be cons involved in this deal. And really, the only real worry is that Memphis fails to adapt to the high expectations and pressure like we saw at Manchester United. But to that effect, here's what Memphis had to say about his failings at Manchester United. My performances at United were not even close to what I am capable of. I was looking for excuses to justify that failure. I hid myself behind the fact that it was my first adventure abroad, that I had to adapt to the high level of the Premier League. But even then, I had the qualities to perform better than I did. So when you look beyond my excuses, only one conclusion is left over. I lost myself and I lost God. So there is only one person to blame. That's me and nobody else. So if you ask me, that definitely sounds like someone who has matured quite a lot and is more than ready to take responsibility and be a leader on the pitch, which is something that Barcelona have sorely been lacking. So yeah, you could add that to the list of pros on this Memphis Depay deal. But anyway, this isn't just the Memphis Depay upload, because there's been some news regarding the exits of players that Coman currently considers surplus to requirement, and we have 2 updates in particular, and those are on Carles Alena and Neto. With Alena, it has been reported that Granada are interested in signing him on a loan deal for the upcoming season. The holdup, however, seems to be over the fact that Alena's current contract expires in June of 2022. Barcelona wanted to try and renew the player so that they can sell him on. Personally, I think that's doing Alena dirty. This kid was legit one of Barca's brightest prospects 5 years ago, but he was mismanaged by Barca, and during the entire time kept trusting the club. But now, instead of at least giving him the benefit of letting him do what he wants with the rest of his career so he can at least realize some of the early potential, the club is trying to squeeze some extra pennies out of him. I get that we're in bad financial shape, but come on y'all, let that man go. The other exit currently gathering momentum is of course that of second choice goalkeeper Neto. There is reportedly interest in his services coming from the two Milan giants, as they are both looking to bolster their options in the goalkeeping department. Barcelona will apparently be asking for as much as 16 million euros or to get players in exchange. If you ask me, I think it's a bit adventurous to ask for that much money for a backup goalie who rarely gets to play. So if Laporta can negotiate that deal, or better yet get decent players in exchange, I am all for it. I will end this edition of the Transfer News Roundup with the rather saddening news of Ousmane Dembele's injury. As you may know, he came on in France's 1-1 draw against Hungary and really looked to have breathed life into the game as he came close to scoring an absolute golazo. Unfortunately for him though, he received a rather heavy tackle a few minutes later from one of the Hungarian defenders, and it led to him ultimately suffering a dislocated bicep tendon in his right knee. He has since opted to undergo surgery on the 28th of June in Finland, but with that he is expected to be out injured for the next 4 months. I can only imagine what must be going through his mind in what is probably a trying time, and I can only hope that he gets well soon and that he can come back stronger, because he is a real joy to watch when he is in full flow. Well folks, that's pretty much that for me. What are your thoughts on the Memphis signing? Do you think that he will be a success? Laporta said that we can expect to see 4 or 3 more signings, so who else would you like to see Barcelona sign? Thank you all for tuning in once again. Have a wonderful day and Forza Barca. Oh, and a happy birthday to Lionel Messi and to myself. Bye.